this is going to be the final time I attempt recording this. I've had mad congestion all day, and every time I re-record this, I just start basically fucking running into a bunch of congestion and you can't even make out what I'm saying. But it's 8:30 in the evening. I'll try to just make it quick. 8:30 in the evening, Thursday. Push session number 2 of the week is about to go down. Just got here at the gym. I've mixed up my EAAs. And yeah, it's been a bit of a slow day, I'll tell you that. Pretty fucking tired. But the main reason for that is stayed up a little bit later than usual last night and farewelled Jared, because Jared was heading back to the States this morning. He had his flight leaving at 5:30, so we basically went out and got burgers last night. Burgers, milkshakes, and just had a bit of a boys' night. So Jared, John, Aaron, Chris and I, and Steve came along too. We all just basically went out, had something to eat, talked a bit, and yeah, it was a good time. But Jared will be probably halfway back to Vegas now, if I'm guessing correctly. Yeah, about halfway, I'd say. So yeah, it was a good time, but as a result, I'm feeling pretty flat today. So see how this session goes. I'm probably going to cut out the side delts and skip that today. I'll just do my triceps and chest, and I'll just tag my side delts on to tomorrow's session when I'm doing back, rear delts and biceps. So it'll be a back, shoulder, bicep session tomorrow. But yeah, in a nutshell, things are going well, aside from being a bit flat and tired at the moment. Body weight's sitting about 265 pounds. It's kind of just maintaining around that point. It's been hovering up and down, give or take a few pounds. And yeah, I mean, I expected to gain some weight this morning after the burger, but I actually dropped weight. I was honestly probably in a net deficit yesterday anyway, because I skipped a few meals. So I would say that's probably the reason why. But I'll make up for it today. I'll eat a little bit extra, I think. Because I basically tracked the burger as a Five Guys burger, and I tracked a little bit of extra fat and stuff to kind of like account for the extra fats that might be involved in the cooking process, that sort of thing. But yeah, it was a real nice burger, like real juicy. I got like a 3 patty New York, I think it's called. Same thing that Jared got, and then John got the same as us, but he just went 2 patties. He went a double instead of triple. And Chris and Aaron got, and Steve, they all got different burgers to us. I can't remember what they got, but we were traditionalists. Jared, John and I, we just kind of went with a traditional cheeseburger. It has like 2 slices of cheese, and we got the one with 3 patties. It comes with 1, but you can upgrade it to 2, like make it a double or a triple. We made it a triple, Jared and I, and then John made it a double. But yeah, beef patties, cheese, ketchup, onions, and then just a potato bun. So yeah, real nice. So the patties, like I said, real juicy. Very similar to Five Guys. They're made in-house. Everything's honestly made in-house. I'm pretty sure they make the sauces in-house. I'm pretty sure they even make the potato buns in-house. It's pretty cool. So yeah, very fresh, and it just sits well. It's kind of like a cheap meal that actually sits well with you. I usually don't have off-plan meals, but it's not every day you get to catch up with someone from the States. So seeing as Jared was over, it's not like a regular occurrence. It's a once in a blue moon thing. So yeah, we did that and had a good time. But tonight I've got, like I said, push session number 2. And how it's looking is, without the side delt work, what we're looking at is press downs, overhead extensions, dips, incline press and flies. So 5 exercises, about 3 to 4 sets per exercise. Pretty decent session. I might throw some calves in if I feel up to it. But for some reason, even though I didn't train calves yesterday, when we were all hit legs together, they're fucked. My calves are actually really sore. So I might skip them, see how I feel. Anyway, this clip's been going on long enough. I'm going to wrap it up here, guys, and I'll see you in there for the session. Pretty sure we got 4 sets of these today. Let's have to double check. Yeah, 4 sets of 12 to 15. Plate number 11. Got 14 last week, so they're my rep match sets as well. So 4 my rep match sets. So I got 14 reps for all of the sets last week. I want to aim for 15 this week. See how that goes. I don't think I'll hit a PB on this for a couple of weeks, so I'm due for one. But I had a fucking shit sleep. So whether I get it or not, it's another thing. It's way too light. That's not plate number 11. That is. Alright. I managed to get 15, which is good. It's also going to be interesting to see if I can actually match the reps. Well, I don't really have a choice. It's the whole point of the rep match sets. Rest pause as much as is necessary to get the reps. Now, didn't really need to do any rest pauses to get that second set, get the full 15, but judging by how those last couple of reps felt on that second set, I'll definitely have to have at least one rest pause in this set. And when it comes to rest periods, with any kind of set exercise, I don't really have like a different method of determining how long to rest for each exercise, but rather I just have this kind of universal method of I just rest until I feel like I'm ready to go again, and then I do a set. I think a lot of people overthink rest intervals, but don't rest so short that it jeopardizes your performance on the next set, but also don't rest so long to the point that you get cold or that it's just beyond what's necessary. You're going to have to use a little bit of common sense and intuition to figure that out, because it'll be slightly different for every situation. Like if you're doing tricep press downs versus squats or leg press, it's going to be slightly different from exercise to exercise depending on how demanding it is. And depending on how you're built structurally, how strong you are on that exercise, a host of other factors. So just use common sense, but basically rest long enough to be able to perform your absolute best on that next set, but not any longer than that. That's pretty much my rule of thumb. 2 more. Four. Now you probably noticed on that last rep I didn't just dump it toward the top. I controlled it back up. Now, there's a reason for that. The most amount of stimulus that you receive from your training that contributes to muscle growth in the end of the day is in the eccentric or the negative phase of the rep. So if you don't control the negative of that final rep back up, you might as well have not even done the rep, in my opinion, because the most amount of stimulus that was going to contribute to growth from that last rep occurred in the negative that you did not control and you just let dump back to the start. So control the last rep, control the eccentric to get the most out of your training if your goal is muscle growth. If your goal is strength, I don't really give a fuck. But yeah, food for thought. I'm actually going to try the seat height a little bit higher this time. One notch higher than what I usually do. I usually do seat height number 4, doing seat height number 5 today, so it's just a little bit more elevated. I want to see how that feels. But let's quickly track that final set. So yeah, last week I did 110 pound with seat height number 4. Today I'm going to actually do, I can't speak. Today I'm going to actually do, you can tell I'm that fucked because I can't even form coherent sentences. 120 pound at seat height number 5. So a 10 pound increase and a seat height adjustment. That is what I'm doing. We'll see how that goes. Just last week I believe I got 15. So yeah, time to increase the weight. Be interesting to see if it feels better or worse with this adjusted seat height. I have a feeling I'll get a better stretch, which is the reason why I want to try it. Yep. All right. 13 is the number to match. My rep match sets on this as well, so that set just set the benchmark. 13. So 3 more of those, and then on to chest, starting with dips, then into incline press, and then into flies to finish up. So slightly different exercise order to the other push focus day for the chest exercises, just to add a little bit of variety and allow myself to have a chance to progress the other movements. Because if you do, say, you're pressing at the absolute end of your chest work, or say you do your dips at the start of the chest workout, or the chest work I should say, versus the other way around, you might find that one lift suffers a little bit. So I think if you're going to be hitting everything twice a week, reshuffling or readjusting the order of the exercises for that body part is a smart decision or a smart move to make. So say, for example, you're hitting back 2 days a week. Say you've got a vertical pull and a horizontal pull. Maybe one day have the vertical pull first, the other day have the horizontal pull first. That's basically what I mean. First set always feels the worst, so I'm expecting this one to feel a little bit better. Three more. Two more. Last week, I believe it was 12 reps that I got on this. 3 by 12, so I might actually put the seat a little bit lower, get more of a stretch. I think it was a little bit too high last week actually. But yeah, I'll aim for 13, 12, 12 I think. These are just straight sets, not my rep match sets or anything like that. No intensive high techniques, just traditional old straight sets. Bit of friendly gym etiquette advice. If you're new to the gym, don't be that fucking creepy dude that walks around and stares at everybody. It's fucking weird, alright? I don't care who you are, I don't care how nervous or new you are to the gym, just don't do it. It looks real fucking weird, eh? But so many people that do it. And they think that they're being inconspicuous, like other people can't notice that they're staring at them. Especially with women, like, if you're in a gym, don't stare at women. It's just fucking creepy. Just do your shit and get out. That's what the gym's for. It's for work. It's not to fucking mingle, socialise or pick up or anything like that. You're at the gym for a fucking purpose, or at least you should be, to better yourself. So don't try to pick up people there. Don't try to fucking stare, creep on people. It's just fucking weird. Just a sick fuck. Alright. Time to get some music on. I'm pretty sure I actually went 3 plates aside last week, but I'll do a set of this anyway. I'm just going to go 1 rep in reserve on this. If I did do 3 plates last week, I treated it as a warm-up, a very hard warm-up. And if I did do only 2 plates aside, I'll just do a couple more sets. I had a look back at last week's training session, and turns out I actually did this for the first set, then I bumped it up to 230 pounds. So I did 180 pounds for set one. Set two and three I did 230, but I believe it was a little bit too heavy. I didn't quite get the minimum reps I was aiming for, or I just got it. So yeah, I just got the minimum reps. So instead of just scraping through, I'm going to keep it with this weight and just aim for the high end of the rep range. So 2 more sets at this weight instead of adding an extra 25 pound each side. Just from an injury prevention standpoint, we can get the same growth response, the stimulus that you're looking for muscle growth, with a lighter load. You'd be silly not to do it. You're allowing yourself to have a bigger runway to progress the movement over time, because you should only increase weight when you absolutely need to. I think that's the big mistake a lot of beginners and intermediate lifters make, is they're in such a hurry to get stronger on movements and progress lifts that you can kind of miss the point, and that you want to get the most out of the least before you escalate the load. So that doesn't mean to slow down progression, like intentionally try to slow it down to the point that it's no longer productive or conducive, but you want to gradually progress load on a needs basis, not on a want basis. That's basically what I'm trying to say. So I was doing this weight last week, for the first set at least. Then I escalated it to 230 pound to throw an extra 25 each side. And it was just a little bit too heavy. So I'm going to stick with this weight tonight, and punch out all working sets at 180 pounds. So far they're going pretty decent. I'm really trying to milk the shit out of the stretch at the bottom of each rep, and just trying to do like a soft lockout. It's kind of something that I got from Jared and Mike over the weekend. But so I find the end of the handles, because these handle covers are sliding down, they're a little bit uneven. All right. One down, here we go. 12 reps. 115 pound. Usually I'd get a few more, but I've really cleaned up my technique on these, so I'm just really keeping my chest up the entire time, even as I come forward and squeeze. And when I come out on that stretch, keeping that chest up. I'm always thinking about, like, as I'm bringing the shoulder blades back in the arms or the elbows back, thinking about pushing the chest toward the front wall. And as I come forward and squeeze up, I'm thinking about keeping that chest up. A little bit weird, but that kind of helps create a bit of a visual image of what I'm doing, or what I'm consciously trying to achieve while doing the exercise. Yeah. A little sip of the EAAs. Wouldn't surprise me, this gym is filthy. All right, one to go.